And we live. We are live.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope all y'all doing great. Yeah.
If you haven't already, please go and like and follow our new On That Note page. Go and like and follow our On That Note page. We'll have a lot of information that's going to start going on that page. So if you want the current information or most up-to-date information, that's going to be the place that you will see all the information and all things Twane and Tiff. Right?
That's right.
Okay. So thank you all for joining us today. We hope you had a awesome Thursday and getting ready for the weekend. On that note, so, with that being said,
Thank y'all. Sorry about that. I was kind of getting myself together as well. What's up, Aunt?
Hello.
So on that note today, Twane, of course.
I'm Tiff.
And we here to bring you the latest hot topics, whatever. Or by request, if you put some in and you want us to say it, hey, or bring it up. That's what we're here to do.
Yep.
So, today's discussion is
Communication in relationships.
Yeah. See?
Right. I had your back on that, right?
I purposely did that. Communication in relationships.
Because I'm actively listening, right?
Right on.
Okay.
Right
got
on.
you. I'm here.
So, hey, today's discussion is going to be epic because we have so many different topics that we can cover within communication between significant others, spouses, whatever the case is. We can also touch on the whole Keke Palmer situation with your spouse going out, with buns and thongs, whatever.
No, you didn't.
We going to touch on it.
All right, so
Keke
Palmer, hot topic. Keke Palmer went to the Usher concert in Vegas. I know everybody's already seen it. So, I mean, she has this see-through dress on with thongs under it, or a bodysuit or whatever, and, her butt cheeks are showing. And so her child's dad, made the comment that she's the mom. And so, I don't know. I mean,
he's been getting a lot of flack, and then she has too. So it's been a mixture of different comments. So we'd like to know what you think in that situation as well. I give you my opinion on it. I'll let Tiff go first on her opinion.
Okay.
And I would say, from a woman's perspective, how would you take it? Or how would you feel if you was Keke Palmer? Like, how would you feel?
Well, first of all, I would not have done it.
Right.
Let me start there first. Just because anytime I wear something that may be a little bit, I always consider you first before I step out the door, because we're a unit. So I feel like, for me, I'm an extension of you. So I'm going to carry myself in a certain way and carry myself as such. However, in the event that I did push it a little bit and wore something like that and you felt a way about it, I would be okay with you addressing that with me. I think the issue is the way that he did it.
Yeah.
Don't bring me out and put me out in public. Call me behind closed doors and talk to me. Don't put me out in front of the whole world to see that we having an issue. Because that creates other issues.
True.
So for me, I don't have an issue with you saying, hey, I don't really like that, or I think that's a little bit inappropriate. I'm okay with that. But I asked you when I kind of feel myself a little extra. I asked you like, "Hey, is this okay?" Because I never want to make you uncomfortable, and I never want to represent either one of us in a negative way. So this is my take.
I agree. You do.
I do. See?
But at the same time, me personally, I feel that I think I would have to read a little bit deeper, because I was trying to see if, and y'all might touch on this if you know, I was trying to see if he was in the same city. Did he see her before they even went out? Like, that's what I was trying to find out, and I never got that. I was trying to see if he knew, like, if they was together, he saw her before she went out, and then he approved it. But what made him so upset was the fact that Usher, you know what I'm saying, like, coerced her or do whatever.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't think it really was about her clothes.
Me either.
I think it was a little bit of an intimidation thing because of it being
who
Usher.
It was. Yeah.
I really don't think it was her clothes. She kind of go against the grain all the time when it comes to attire. So it's not like this is a first time thing with her. And I was watching somebody else where they were talking about, or somebody said something about, she wear all kind of revealing clothes often. And she's in photos with him in revealing clothes. So I don't feel like it was really about the clothes. I think it was the nature of the man that was there. I think that was it. I think he was a little intimidated by Usher. Yeah. But
if your girl go wear stuff like that, you have to have a strong security about yourself and your relationship. You got to be secure about yourself.
Would you be secure about me wearing that?
I wouldn't let you wear that.
But if I did wear something like that, would you like?
I would be secure because I know you will handle yourself.
Right.
So I would be secure with that. But I know for as who she is and who I am, she wouldn't wear that.
No, I wouldn't.
But if she did, I would be okay with the fact of knowing that I'm secure in my relationship. So if Tiff go out without me, I know that she know how to handle herself.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. Like, we done been to places where we together, and with me being from here, like, I know a lot of people.
Look, Javon say, what's the shortest dress Tiff can wear in public?
Did you see her 40th birthday?
Oh, yeah.
If you seen her pictures from that 40th birthday party,
I pushed it a little bit. It was my birthday.
Yeah.
And I was 40.
Yeah. And I was cool with that. I don't really be tripping like that. I don't care.
Thank you.
Like, I care about her appearance. But when it comes to being intimidated by men, I'm not intimidated at all because I know she know how to handle herself. And my thing is, we communicate, and if she's out, I'm gonna give you a prime example. If we out somewhere and I'm not by Tiff, if I'm somewhere else, I can see her in my presence or whatever. Even if I'm not by her, and a dude approach her to flirt with her, I'm not gonna be mad at him. I'm not gonna get mad at a dude that try to flirt with my wife. She's attractive, so I want an attractive wife. Now, I know that she's gonna handle herself. She's not gonna entertain it.
Right.
But if I come up and then she say, "This is my husband," and then he still try to approach or do something stupid, then that's when I got an issue with him. Other than that, we secure about it.
Yeah.
But we show each other that respect, that love, and we communicate. We talk. We secure about what we do.
Yeah.
So I think with the dude with Keke Palmer, like, he just got intimidated by who that was.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. I really don't think it was her clothes. She wear stuff like that I won't say all the time,
right,
but often. And you have to understand who she is as well.
Yeah.
So you got somebody of her status. People are giving her clothes to wear.
Yeah.
We don't know the reason behind what it was.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is a security thing, and he gonna have to be confident in who he is to her, because look at who she is. She got access to everybody. So he's going to have to step it up and not be intimidated by other men because she's around a lot of wealthy men. Mm-hmm. So some kind of way he's going to have to step into who he is and be confident in who he is. So when she's out in situations like that or out in public with other people or whatever, you're not feeling intimidated by another man. You gotta understand the woman that you're with.
Yeah. What's y'all take on that? Tiff, he can't go out in certain joggers.
Javon. Ooh. I don't. However, if I needed to, I would. Yeah. If something wasn't, in places that it needed to be in, yes, we're going to have a discussion.
We had this discussion yesterday. Not me, Tiff. Because we left the house to go grab something to eat, and she had on these, them tights. She had on some tights that was they like, they wasn't see-through.
See-through a little bit.
The material is kind of see-through a little bit. They was thin.
A little thin.
And so she felt a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah. And I was like, girl, get in this car. Let's go. But it just goes back to, like, she wouldn't do that. No. But, so some things I don't have to worry about.
No. Because I always think about you and how that looks as your wife. How does that look for me to be in a place where I'm making myself accessible to other men to see me in a way that only you should see me. Right. So I'm never going to give any man a reason or something to talk about concerning my body. Right. I'm not going to show it to you.
Even if you have on tight jeans or you have on regular clothes that's not revealing, a man can undress you, period. Just like a woman can too, but a man can undress you, period, whatever you got on. You don't have to give him everything for him to see up front. Right. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, that's not. Some people just like that.
Yeah, I mean, so. But that's just my little thought on the whole Keke Palmer situation. So.
Yeah. But you know what? Let me tell you something.
Thank you, Vaughn. We love you.
So let's go to the conversation in relationships, and we want your opinions on this. One topic or something that me and Tiff was talking about was. How do we put it? Like being secure in your relationship, being able to discuss
communication. Yes.
Communication in reference to
any and everything. Yeah. Any and everything.
What did we say last? What were we talking about the other day? Oh, that's what we was talking about. So we was talking about a man cheating and a woman cheating. Mm-hmm. Right? So
yes. Okay.
If a woman cheated on her man and a man cheated on a woman, how does the woman it wasn't react,
I asked
but
the question of why is it so difficult for a man to get over a woman cheating on him versus a woman
man cheating on a woman.
A man cheating on a woman. And so, because I didn't understand it, I always hear men say that's different. It's different for us. It's different for us. But no one's ever explained it to me, and I didn't understand the difference. So for me, I was like, okay, well, why is it difficult for men to get over it? I mean, why is it so hard? Because when it happens to us, we have our moment, we process it. Sometimes we can move past it. Sometimes we can't. Just kind of depends. But for a man, like, they hold on to stuff forever. And so I just didn't understand that. And so I asked Antoine, why is that so difficult?
And to me, y'all can chime in if y'all agree with me. If you don't, whatever. But to me, men are more physical. Women are more emotional. So I was telling her that if a woman cheat on a man, we look at it from a physical standpoint. Like, it's almost like somebody taking our property, somebody taking something from us. So if she cheated, we can always visualize a man with my wife. Like, I can picture my wife being with another man besides me. And that's hard. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to visualize that. And every time that I even think about sleeping with my wife, now I got to envision a man that had my wife. So it's harder for me to get over that versus a woman. A woman is attached more emotionally. So a woman is more like, I love the mess out of my husband so I can forgive him. It may take some time, but eventually, because of her love and emotional attachment, she's going to be able to process it and forgive us, and we can move on. But for a man, it's going to take the act of God to really have us to really like forgive you and move on and still be with you. Now, we may split up and I'll forgive you later on, but we ain't getting back together.
Gotcha.
And that was my opinion, because men are more physical than emotional, and women is more emotional than physical. Okay. But if y'all tell me what your thoughts are.
That's two people comment. Kim said, because they don't expect us to cheat.
Not nowadays.
And Javon said, it's because as a man, I think we come more from a possessive perspective.
Right on. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying. Like, it's more of because we alpha males, we more territorial. Like, this is mine. This is my wife. So if for you to give yourself to another man, physically, it's almost like some dude taking something from me. Like, give me this. This mine's now. And I can see him like, like, I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear all that.
So it does it deal with a pride thing as well? Or
I wouldn't say pride.
No?
I wouldn't say pride.
Well, you wouldn't?
I wouldn't say pride.
Okay. And the only reason why I say that is because of what you're saying. Like, this is mine. Men are territorial. And so when I say a pride thing, maybe coming from the standpoint of, I don't want to look a certain way toward people.
No.
If I forgive her, for doing this, then how does that make me look to other people?
Well, it could be pride for some dudes.
Pride go into
for some people, yeah. Me, I don't care what
well,
people think.
I know you. But.
Yeah, so for some people, it could be pride.
What do you say? He was in my space and you enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, totally.
I got you. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Now, going back to, like, for his conversation, like...
In communication.
with me and Tiff, I think we've been together now since 2012.
Yep, 2012.
And, I mean... I think we've had maybe 5, 6 disagreements, not arguments.
What's that? Oh, here's it. Fighting mad. Jay here, when a woman cheat, a man feel like another man leading his woman.
It depends.
On?
When you say leading your woman.
Okay.
I say that depends, meaning... It depends to me. It depends on if your woman cheated and she continue to cheat and she's like disconnecting herself from you to be with him. If she cheated once, but she left him alone and now she back with you, then I don't see him leading her. But I do see him leading her if she cheated and she won't let him go. She's continued to cheat and cheat and cheat.
Well, if she gets to a place where it's a continuous thing, then you're done in your relationship anyway, because again, we are emotional. So if that's one of the things that we have become emotionally attached to someone else, you're doomed. Yeah. Because it's really just like you there, but I'm over here. So that's done. Once that emotional connection is there, it ain't no coming back from that. As a woman,
keep us on lock. You. We do what we do as a man. We try to make sure that our woman is secure. We try to make sure y'all good.
Most of us. Most men. Not all men.
But again, it goes back to communicating. So even with me and you, like, I make sure that I tell you I love you. I tell you for stuff like, we have a conversation about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we out, because I know so many people and so many people know me here, it ain't nowhere that we go where somebody probably don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Tiff is huggers. We friendly. So when we out, if a female see me, more than likely she's gonna say, "Hey, Antoine." I'm gonna tell you what some cats or women do. If somebody see you out, and if it's the other sex, they may say hi, or they may y'all.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. So they may see you, and y'all may make eye contact, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you would ignore them because you don't want your significant other or spouse to be either jealous or mad or something because this other sex came up to you to talk to you or say hi. Well, with me, because so many people know me and the way that I am with Tiff, even on social media, when we out, whatever the case is, I make her feel secure about our relationship all the time, no matter where we go. So when we out together and I see a female that I know or she see me, she's so confident to come up and say hi to me in front of Tiff that when they come up, I can give them a hug and Tiff give them a hug.
Yeah.
And they typically say, "Hey, Tiff," or "Hey, Antoine," and "Hi, Tiff." Or if they don't know her name, then I will introduce them. Mm-hmm. But I'll never leave it in the dark to where Tiff is talking about, "Who was that?"
Yeah.
Where'd
You've
she
never
come
done
from?
that. You've never done that.
So when we out, even when Tiff is out, and I don't blow her phone up.
Yeah. No,
She don't blow my phone up.
No.
But I check on her and make sure she good. Mm-hmm. And I may text her and say, "Hey, you good?" If she don't respond, I don't know. I don't really time it. But if she don't respond within like 30 minutes to an hour, I might text her again and say, "Hey, you good?" And if she still don't respond, then I'm trying to call and say, "Hey, or is everything all right?" Other than that, I trust her to go out and do what she do.
Yeah.
And she can be the same way with her friends if I'm not there or if I am there.
And I am. I'm Tiffany with Antoine. I'm Tiffany without Antoine. My stripes don't change. When I'm with my husband, I'm the same way. When I'm with my friends, I'm the same way. Like, I don't straddle the fence like that. Because I know how I should carry myself. And it ain't even just about you. I respect myself a certain way. And I carry myself a certain type of way because of who I am. So, yeah, I'm an extension of you. But I'm Tiffany outside of Antoine. Mm-hmm. So I'm always never put myself in a negative light at all. So, I mean, but that's just a respect thing that I have for you and myself.
Yeah.
So,
and we communicate. We talk a lot.
Yeah, we do.
We have time even at nighttime when we getting ready to shower and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. If she in the bathtub and I'm in the shower, that's our communication time.
Yeah.
So we discuss the day. We pray. Mm-hmm. We discuss friendships.
Yeah.
There's no
topic untouched, or there's no conversation that I'm not comfortable enough to have with you. And I think that's one of the big issues in relationships is sometimes people don't know how to be vulnerable enough to allow somebody to open up to them. Because if you're in a relationship or in a marriage with someone, I should be able to come to you and talk to you about everything. Not as soon as I say, "Hey, we need to talk," you instantly guard it. You put up a wall, you defensive. That's not going to make somebody want to open up and talk to you. That's going to make you shut down. Like, okay, every time I say something to you, you instantly get defensive before you even know what I'm saying. Yeah. So in a relationship, you have to allow yourself to be able, I can talk to you about anything. And for me, I've been on both sides of it. I've been in relationships where, okay, I come to you and like, "Hey, we need to have a discussion." It could be something about the children, but because the way that I brought it to you, you instantly like, "Oh Lord, what's wrong now?" Well, I ain't even mean nothing. Mm-hmm. It could be something really simple, but because that's how you respond every time I say something, then now what I'm gonna start doing is dealing with it on my own, and then I'm gonna keep dealing with it on my own until I can't. And when I blow up,
then we
got a real problem.
Yeah.
Because I didn't held all this in and suffocated myself for so long because you didn't give me the space to be able to communicate with you openly. The good thing is I've seen that side of it because I've been there. But with you, we have an open relationship. I can sit down and talk to you about everything. And you sit and you listen without judgment. And you tell me how you truly, truly feel. And vice versa. And even if I don't necessarily agree with what you're saying, I respect it because it's the way that you communicate with me.
Yeah.
If you don't have communication in a relationship, that's a serious problem. You got to be able, and you got to be able to listen to your spouse without becoming defensive.
Yeah.
Because if that's how I feel,
control your emotions.
Let me feel how I need to feel.
Yeah.
And not make it about you. Let me get this out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's a few things within the communication with the tone, with really, really listening.
Right, because we ain't
don't just hear what they're saying. With Tiff, I don't just hear her. Mm-hmm. I really, really listen to what she's saying. Mm-hmm. And I listen because I want to give my feedback. Mm-hmm. I want to give my feedback in a situation to where I don't necessarily, if it's something that I don't necessarily agree with her, I'm not just going to tell her anything to just say yes.
Patience is key. Yeah, I agree. Patience.
I'm gonna sit here and say, I don't agree with you on that.
Yeah, and you do. You'll tell me.
Nah, that ain't right. Or I'll stand in her shoes or give her a different opinion from a different approach. Like, okay, so let me put myself in their shoes. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you how I would look at it. You know, and it's times where it has worked like that, where she's felt a certain type of way. And I've said it to her basically, well, did you look at it from this way? Because maybe this person didn't mean that. Or maybe this happened for this reason. And at the end of the day, that's how it happened. Right. Like she was just in her feelings. Right. So we communicate with, sometimes I think that if you if you don't know how to control your emotions, you'll jack it up.
Absolutely.
You'll jack it all the way up.
Absolutely.
Because you can start out on 10 and I'm gonna match your energy.
Right.
Or y'all can start out on 5 and if I'm on 1, somebody got to come down. Because I'm even if she arguing, she don't, but even if she's arguing and she want to be aggressive and all this stuff, I'm not going to change my tone. Yeah. I'm going to make you come to my level. Yeah. I don't like to argue.
And that's the one thing that I had to get to when we first started dating, because that's not what I was used to. My communication in past relationships was we argued. And when I started dating you, because Antoine's tone never changed. Whether he upset about something, he happy, his tone is always consistent. And so when I first started dating him, and when I was feeling some type of way about something, I instantly came off as, you did this and you did that, and I'm yelling. And his tone would never change. Over time, I started recognizing like, even though I'm having these conversations with him, his tone never changed. So it was me. I pretty much was arguing with myself. So I had to learn how to communicate with him. So when we have conversations now, we don't agree on everything, but our kids cannot tell you they have ever heard us in an argument. Right. Because we don't argue. He tell me he feel a way about something. I tell him I feel a way about something. We deal with it and we move forward. But there's no disrespect. I'm not yelling. I'm not cussing. He not cussing at me. Our tone never changed. And so I know for me, it's helped me be open because he allows me to be vulnerable enough to tell him everything, even uncomfortable conversations. I'll sit down and talk to Antoine about. There is nothing off limits when it comes to me talking to him. And so, what Javon say?
You said in relationships we have to learn to fight fair, even if you express frustration. Certain things, words should be off limits. Most
Absolutely. Because that'll make or break the whole conversation.
Yeah.
One word, one thing that you say will
Yeah.
trigger somebody.
Right.
And the conversation is done.
Think before you speak.
Yeah, you
Because
don't get
words
anywhere.
cut, man. Words hurt.
Yeah, they do. And y'all let us know if y'all want to join us. We'll bring you on live so you can express your opinion or whatnot. So just let us know and we'll add you on the video.
Yeah. But I like the way we communicate, because we don't, like I said, we don't never argue.
No.
We don't never fuss.
No.
But I've been on the other side too, where I had to deal with somebody that was insecure about themselves, and it was always a one-sided argument. So, for example, like, and I don't know why y'all women do this, and I ain't saying you, but
say not all women.
But y'all ask us questions that y'all already have y'all mind made up. Y'all got the answer to. And then if we don't give you the answer that match what you thought it should be, then y'all getting y'all feelings.
But that's
why
really
y'all
that
do that?
need validation from someone else. See me, I don't need no validation from nobody else. Okay.
Keke want to come on?
Yeah, bring her on.
Okay, let's see. Why I say that?
Try it again. But that's from a woman or someone that needs validation from someone. I am secure enough in myself. I don't need. It's great. It's great to have that from you, but at the end of the day, I don't have to have validation from you. So there's certain things that I don't have to ask you. Now I appreciate it when you say it, because it does give you a little extra, like, okay, my husband feeling me, whatever. But I'm not going to ask you. That's insecurities. That's a person that's dealing with insecurities.
I don't know. For some reason, it's...
Try it again, Keke, because it's giving us some issues on this side. So try it again, and we'll see if we can bring you on live. Okay, try it now. Oh.
It said if they accept, so...
Yeah, it's saying...
Let me try something. Hold on.
Go in a different spot.
Let me do this ad.
Now try, Keke.
See if it'll let you now.
She said that's Jay trying to get on. But yeah, I think when someone does that, it's because...
Okay.
Hello, Jay.
Hello. I just want to let you guys know that I love your show, TwaneandTiff.
Turn your camera.
Okay.
I don't know what he did.
Sorry.
No.
It's this camera thing right here.
Straighten it up.
No, just straighten it up.
Okay.
You got it sideways? All right, there you go.
Hello, TwaneandTiff. I just want to let y'all know I love your show. I just have a question for you.
Okay. Thank you for watching.
Yes, absolutely. How do I deal? I hear you guys talking about, like, men, if you're married, then you're supposed to talk to your wife about everything. What happens if I think it's a load too big and I think she can't take it, and I don't want to, like, tell her everything, and I want to deal with that issue myself?
If you want to deal with this, if you think it's too much and she can't handle it, what you got to tell her?
Like, if it was a work issue at work that I was going through, but I didn't want to tell her, I just kind of wanted to handle up on it as a man.
It depends on what it is.
Okay.
What is
I think it to me, it depends on what. If it's a man issue, then I think it'll be something that you can handle. You can call your boys and handle that.
Okay.
But if it's a issue with, say, for instance, a female, not necessarily a female that's trying to holler at you or whatever the case is, something that you feel like your wife needs to know, then I would say tell her. If you feel like she can't handle it,
you still gotta tell her.
You gotta tell her.
You still gotta tell her, even if you feel like she can't handle it. Because guess what? If she found out on the flip side, and you didn't tell her, that makes the situation even worse.
You gotta give her that option.
Yeah, don't take the option away by just not telling me. You gotta talk to me, even if it's uncomfortable. You gotta tell me.
Yeah, totally.
You can't just you can't take the option away and just choose to not say something because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because once we find out, because we always do, then it's even worse.
You have to squeeze them butt cheeks tight. Take it.
I don't think you can say that. I don't think
you gotta just do it anyway.
Say butt on the podcast.
Huh?
Can you say butt on the podcast?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
But I was gonna hear that beep.
You
We
good?
don't know if I can handle it or not because it wasn't never stated to me or say, hey, can you handle what I'm getting ready to tell you?
Absolutely.
That's gonna, when you say, can you handle what I'm getting ready to tell you? That's gonna automatically lift up some.
Right. You gotta come into it with a different approach.
Yeah, buddy.
You gotta give it a different approach.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, let's sit down and let's talk real quick. Something.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's
you
all
gotta-
in how you set the tone.
You gotta know your spouse too, or your significant other. You gotta know how they gonna react in them situations. If you got a wife that's gonna punch you in the eye, then you need to tell her over the phone.
Wait, you can't tell people stuff over the phone.
If you got a wife that's gonna punch that eye, you gotta tell her over the phone. Don't even be at the house when you tell her.
Right.
Depending on the situation.
Or maybe just have like a keyword between you and your spouse.
A keyword?
Yes, that it is,
a conversation in need.
Yeah.
Serious conversation.
Yeah, serious conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all about finding what works for you in your relationship.
Yeah.
Like when I want to talk to Antoine, I just go, I'm like, hey, so I need to have a discussion with you.
Yep.
That's what I say. I need to have a discussion with you. And I just go into whatever it is. And the same with him.
Yep.
So you just got to figure out what works for you. But both sides got to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
So,
control your emotions.
Right. The emotions can't be in it because that's not fair.
Yeah.
That'll always make you put a wall up when you expecting for your significant other to just go off.
Yeah.
That will never give you a place where you're gonna feel comfortable enough to tell her the uncomfortable stuff.
Yeah.
And she gotta be available and vulnerable enough to listen to you, actively listen to you. Men, the one thing I had to learn with him is to not interrupt him.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to him, and I'm making a note of everything that he's saying to me, so that when it's my turn to address it, I can touch on everything that he said to me. So it's work on both sides.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Sure. All right, y'all take it easy. Love the show.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait here. Oh my goodness.
All right, tell Keke to get off. You got other views.
Crazy.
Thank y'all.
But yeah. So I would say, go back to what Jay and Keke was saying. Like, I think that, and it's just our opinion, y'all can voice your opinion too. Like, if I'm gonna come to her with something that's extremely serious, I'm gonna tell you, when was that? That was that's like early on in our marriage. It's probably like 2017. We was going through some difficult times, financial hardships we was going through. And as a man, as a provider, I got laid off. So you don't want to tell your wife, but I ain't got the money to pay this bill right now. So as a man, you go and somebody that hustle, you go try to make it happen with all that's in you. You just go try to make it work. Because for one, you don't want to add stress on top of the stress that's already in the household financially. You just don't. So to me, I wouldn't tell Tiff. Like, I would just try to handle it myself. I would call the electricity company or a cable company or a car lot and be like, hey, I ain't got it. I need to push this back, whatever the case is. But I wouldn't tell Tiff that we was behind a month. I wouldn't tell her we was behind 2 months, or the lights I just paid it. It was about to get cut off tomorrow, or the cable went off, and then, oh, babe, I got it. I'll take care of it. And not knowing that I needed to really use that money for another bill. Like, I did not want to tell her at all. I just wanted to handle it. And that frustrated her because I didn't tell her. But my thing was, if I tell you and you can't do nothing about it, it's just gonna be added stress. So what we doing? We just gonna be sitting here fussing and fighting because I'm trying, but there's no way for me to do what I need to do at this particular time. So I didn't want to add stress, so I wouldn't say nothing. She was getting mad because I wouldn't talk and I wouldn't say nothing, but it was for a good cause. I wouldn't say nothing for a good reason, but it wouldn't. I really needed to tell her as my wife what was going on financially and everything.
Yeah.
So once we got over that hurdle, things started being a little bit better now, because it got bad, and it didn't get bad to where we was cussing each other out. Never that. It got bad to where she felt insecure, or you said you didn't feel secure in our marriage.
Yeah,
meaning,
I didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
With you, because I was like, okay, now you keeping things from me. You was taking the option away. I understand, to guard me and to not put worry on me. So for that, I can appreciate and respect. But at the same time, I'm like, this is my house with you. We a team. We a unit. So it doesn't matter if you feel like I can help or not help. You don't know what I can do. But me finding out after the fact, or if something were to get turned off or something, is worse than you coming to me in the beginning and saying, hey, I'm a little short this month or something. Like, come to me and talk to me. When you started taking the options away and I didn't know what was going on in my home, I did not feel safe. I did not feel protected by my husband and in our home.
Yeah.
So that caused me to kind of like withdraw, like, okay, you keeping stuff from me. That's not how this works.
Yeah. And it wasn't like I was lying to her. I was just keeping it from her to protect her from adding stress onto her. But at the same time, with me keeping that option away from her, it's almost like you lying. Right. So now it's like, what else can I trust you with? What else are you lying about? What else are you not telling me? And I was getting frustrated because it's like, man, I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to do the right thing. But it wasn't. It was backfiring on me. So now, even now with finances, whatever, like, I'm an open book. Hey, babe, if I don't say this month I ain't got this, or we can't go here, or we got to do this, or vice versa. Now she has the option to say, okay, babe, well, shoot, I front it this week, or I got it this time, and you take care of this, or you put this back, or whatever case we do. We now work as a unit to where we make it happen.
Right.
Versus me trying to do everything by myself and just trying to be the macho man. I got a helpmate.
Right.
Use that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And she do the same thing. Yeah. She's supposed to be that helpmate and not bite my head off because I can't do something.
Right.
Y'all unit, y'all team, make it happen together.
So let me ask you something since you say that. Because I've heard, like, not us, but I've heard other couples say, okay, what do you think about women that don't contribute to the household? Like, and I understand, like, there are certain marriages where women feel like the man's supposed to take care of absolutely everything. My money is supplemental. You take care of the household. And that's okay if that's how you feel. But when it comes to that time where your husband, your boyfriend, whomever may be struggling, and he comes to the woman and say, hey, I need you to kind of help. You have some women that be like, you need to figure it out. Like, how does that work? Like, how does that even work?
I think right now in today's society, everything is raised up. Everything is more expensive, but nobody's salary is increasing. So it's a lot of stress on a lot of people. And for a husband or a provider that has been providing and may have lost his job or may have went through a hardship or whatever the case is, for a woman to tell him, get out, you better do something, and she got money or she can contribute and just don't want to, that's a selfish person. I feel like we not a team. Now you putting me out here by myself. So then I'm gonna actually be vulnerable to another woman. That, and I'm not saying that every man is like that, but You put him in a vulnerable state to where he's so frustrated with you financially that it frustrates him on a whole nother level.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
ooh,
that's a whole nother topic for real. Cause now you're not being who I need you to be. And then you out and about, you hanging out with your homeboys, a female pull up or whatever the case is, and she may find you attractive, and because you frustrated at home, you may entertain it. And then if you entertain it, this woman may be like, well, shoot, you know, I know you're struggling, because now we talking, communicating. I know you're struggling. Here, I got some money. I can give you $500, or I give you $1,000. And now this other woman that gave your husband $1,000, he ain't told you she gave him $1,000, but he got it from her. Now he got somebody that's helping him, and now he giving his attention to her. So now you frustrated, and you don't even know why your husband ain't paying you no attention, but he's still happy. He's still chill. I'm good. I'm all right. You got a whole nother side joint going on. You may not even be cheating with this female, but you entertaining it, and she allowing it. So
it goes back into the communication thing.
Yeah. So I mean, it just depends. It's a lot that goes into us communicating, us being a team, and being able to help each other. Right. Because I agree. You don't want that.
I agree. I know for me, there's never been an issue. Like stepping up. Obviously, you want to do everything. So that's just who you are.
But you know what? I've always wanted to be that husband to make sure everything is straight. My wife is straight. My kids straight. They don't need for nothing, this and that. So that's why I always come in, or that's why I'm always coming from that standpoint. But at the same time, it can get hard, because when you
trying to add.
Yeah, hit that. Send a request real quick.
Cause it's not even showing him. So try now. For some reason it's not showing him.
Yeah, you got to
send an invite.
Send an invite first, and then I'll send one to you. What was I saying?
I don't know. I was translating. But keep going.
Anyway.
Take off.
So again, like with, I think what was I talking about?
I don't know. Just keep going.
Yeah, send one. All right, forget it. So anyway, on the same subject though, I've been in a place to where, oh no, I know what I was saying. So I'm a provider. I like to do things and make sure you're good, and this and that. So when we first went through a hardship, when I got laid off years ago, when we went through the financial hardship, and I wasn't saying nothing, like I didn't know that she would be that wife to help, because we never been in that place before. So when we went through it, it was difficult for me to kind of say, okay, I'm struggling, blah, 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 blah. But now, if I'm laid off, or if something happened, or if I don't have it, and we communicate, now I know my wife, she got it. She gonna do what she need to do and step in as a helpmate.
Absolutely, because we're a team. So I'm gonna always move as a unit with you. I'm never gonna. At the end of the day, this is us.
Yeah.
So what would I look like not stepping up when you need me to step up?
Right.
Like, what does that look like as your wife to not have your back? Because at the end of the day, we got little people that depend on us. So it's bigger than me being feeling like, oh, you need to be a man, you need to do this, you need to do that. Everybody has moments of struggle. Nobody's not ever struggled. No one person has not ever struggled. So, I mean, it shows adding.
Did he? Hold on. Let me do this. All right.
Now try.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you should get it now. All right, there you go.
What up, people?
What up? What up?
Hello.
Say, man, this some good stuff, man. I'm sitting here, I'm messing around, joking around in the comments, but this some good stuff. So all the people listening, um, it's kind of crazy, man, because the world today. I mean, me and Shell, we've been married for 24 years, and
Right on, right on.
uh, it ain't always been easy and good and peach and king, but I just like the interaction that y'all have. The circle that we have, and
Right,
um, like being around you guys. And I'm excited about this podcast. I'm gonna be good today. I'm a real positive. I ain't gonna show out today or nothing like that. I don't have my boots on, but uh, I'm real. I'm real proud of y'all, man, because I see you guys growing, and it's like weeds right now. So you guys continue to keep it up. And as far as the topic, as far as like the man and paying the bills, I mean, um, my parents are deceased; they gone. But I'm making it a point to where, um, as the man, I'm gonna do my part.
right on.
And if I can't do my part, then I'm gonna ask for help.
Yeah,
And I think that's the main thing. A lot of times we try to be strong minded and too prideful to ask for help. But it just says something about a person uh, that need help, but you rather go to your chick you met on the street to get help for your house instead of asking for your wife from your wife.
right,
So I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm gonna continue to do what I do, and keep the circle around me,
right on.
like-minded people, and try to make it go from there. So. Um,
Let me ask you something. What helps you for us in your communication with your spouse? Like, what helps you? How do you communicate? Like, how does y'all communication work? Because other people, like the way we communicate may not work for other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's funny you asked that. If you ask my wife, which is sitting right there, she gonna probably tell you I'm the worst communicator ever, and I probably am, and I'm not afraid to say it. But at the same time, when it's time to make something happen, I'm gonna make it happen.
the boss with the hot
The
sauce.
boss with the hot sauce. But that's not a brag. That's not a strong on thing. That's just that's something that I want to do. You know what I'm saying, for my family, not just for my wife, but for my kids. If it's something that I know that I need to do, I'm gonna make it happen. And I just, I think it's good to know where you come from, because and y'all laughing with me, but y'all know what I'm about to say.
Yeah,
A lot of times we come from a spot to where we have the luxury to do the things that we do.
right.
Right.
But now we can do that. Let's make it work,
Yeah,
and let's stop waiting um, for years to introduce our children to these things, because the streets ain't what that is.
right.
So now it's time that as parents that we get with our children, and I know I'm jumping in for about different things, but taking care of my household, that's what that is.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything that's up in here, that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
So
because that's how we are. Like, even with with our kids and stuff. Like, we got to lead by example. So we intentionally do things so they can see and so they can learn. So even with D man, like, I do stuff as a man. I do stuff even though that's just in me, but I intentionally do stuff in front of him so he can see how I treat his mom. You know what I'm saying? I do stuff in front of Scott so she can see how a man's supposed to treat a wife.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
and what does that do? See, like sometimes, I mean, I was taught that a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man,
Right.
but a woman can teach a boy what to look for in a woman.
Yeah.
And same thing from a man's perspective. So our men, we have to handle our boys. We handle a little different because we need them to be able to withstand some things because it ain't gonna be easy.
Right on.
You know, and my girls say, man, hey, when you fool with them, you better have your
Yeah,
stuff
you better
together.
come
For sure.
correct.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying because you can't give her money because she got that, she got a job. You can't give her a ride, she got a car. You know, so I'm teaching them how to have things early so that Joe Blow can't come down the street and dangle a little carrot and take off.
Already.
You know? So, you know, that's just it. I know I talked a lot, but there's 5 minutes left in y'all podcast. Again, you know, love y'all. Keep up the hard work. And one day we can get your Annie over here on the screen so she can quit dipping in and out.
Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for y'all support. Thank you so much.
No problem. Anytime y'all need something, hit us up.
No doubt.
All right.
All right.
Later. I'll turn this off. Let me see.
So yeah. So
that was good. But yeah, shoot, honestly, man, we communicate a certain type of way just because we do.
It's intentional.
It's intentional. Even when me and her talking, like even with our podcast, we're not doing a podcast because we want to raise money. We want to be famous. We intentionally doing this. Actually, I seen a vision of me and Tiff doing a podcast years ago. Tiff seen a vision.
And it was written in what? It was written in a book. Remember, I showed it to you like a couple months back.
Oh, yeah.
It was written in a book where someone had basically spoken this situation over us. And I wrote it down in the book in 2014, 2015, somewhere around that time. And I wrote it down, and I actually ran across the book when I was digging out old suitcases and things like that when we were getting ready to do the homeless thing, which we had to cancel due to a death in our family, but we're going to set a date, so we'll keep you all posted for that. But I found the book that I had written this in the suitcase, and I showed it to him. And so we with us, we're out in public and people talk to us about everything. Like strangers come up and talk to us about everything. We can be in the store, we can be out eating. People just open up to us and talk to us. And so many people have said to us, you guys should do a podcast. You guys should do a podcast. You guys should do this and you guys should do that. And so we finally was just like, okay, what do we have to lose? We have nothing to lose, and we don't know it all. We're not pretending to know it all, and we're definitely not trying to act as if we know it all. Yeah. This is why it's interactive. It's opinions. And so, you know,
because we don't know it all.
Absolutely not. We're still learning.
I've told Tiff before, like even when people go to counseling, and counseling works for people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it don't. But counseling it don't cure your marriage. Counseling don't cure your relationships. It only give you tools to use to help like your relationships if you're having issues. But with me and her, like, I don't know. Like it's a
like,
natural
it's
thing.
Like Jasmine said, we're friends before anything else. Yeah. We actually like this is my best friend.
Yeah. Like we cut up.
I cut up with him just like I cut up with my homegirls. Like this is my best friend. I do any and everything with him. And I cannot imagine being with anybody else. Because I mean it just wouldn't work, okay?
Yeah. Because I'm that. But yeah. So hey man, look, we at 7:59. We go get off here. We know y'all gotta eat dinner. If y'all haven't ate dinner already, like and share, eat a salad or something. Get in shape. Get your workout on. Whatever you gotta do. Get your kids tucked in. We love y'all. We greatly appreciate y'all joining us.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all so much. hanging out with us for this 1 hour. We'll come back next week, and I don't know what the topic gonna be. Plus, we always want y'all to send us topics.
Yes,
send us whatever you think we should want to talk about, or whatever you think will be a great topic to discuss.
We're open to any
send
topic.
It to us.
So this is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, if you can't handle it, don't be on this podcast.
I mean, whatever you want to talk about,
however you want to talk about it,
we can do it. We can bring you on. We can bring you here.
Yep,
y'all just let us know. Just inbox us.
Hold on.
When everybody can't come here.
Yeah, because if you steal, if you rob people, you can't come here. Sorry. That's a no-no.
If they do all that, do you think that
we might have some stealers on the podcast? So, I'm just saying. So what she just said, that ain't true. This is why
it's never a dull moment with him.
That ain't
ever.
True.
It's never a dull moment with you. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Thank you. Please go and like and follow our new page.
Yeah.
And share this video.
Yep.
And thank you again.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week, and love y'all. Stay blessed and speak affirmations over your life every day. Live great. Let this be an increased, blessed season and prosper for y'all all this year.
We're going up.
Whoa.
Up.
And on that note,
we out.
We out.